for a small amount of Zoom. I haven't found a picture for today yet. The word is chains. It's for yesterday's one. I have that anchor. Yeah. That anchor for scratchy. I don't know what I'll do. Okay. Scratchy is the one I'm doing directly after. That one could be scratchy. Okay. We got him. Hello. I'm not sure who's there, but I see you seeing me. And good morning. It's Sunday morning, 9 a.m. in Japan. I'm doing yesterday's Inktober, and the word is scratchy. The word is chains. So I'm going to do this anchor and chains. Because I'm combining the prompts, I'm combining it with things I've already seen in Japan. I'll wait until more people come along. Until I get very chatty, I'm just going to start scratching away at this. Oh, I'm yawning in the background. Anchor will be a nice thing here. I lived by the sea for a long time, so little affinity with anchor related stuff. And a bridge in the background there. And this little ship in the background is called the Michigan because Shiga is twinned with Michigan in America. Hello to whoever might be there watching. Apparently this is not a popular time. It has been in the past, but apparently not today. I can go a bit higher, I think. Look a bit more grand if it goes up a bit higher. Here's the bit that goes with the namesake of the day. There will be chains in here. Ah, lovely to see you. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? You're the first and only one to be here, to my surprise, because this used to be a really popular time when I was on There You Go. I know British people can't come, but everyone else in the world usually can. This time, nobody. So thanks. The word of the day is chains. And it's requiring quite a detailed initial sketch. Might have to do this ship a little bit higher up. Watching Midsummer Murders. Ooh, that's nostalgic. beautiful sunny Sunday here in Japan. I was wondering whether I should take myself outside of the building today, outside of my apartment, and I think I must. There's something great to go to. Normally I wouldn't leave, I'd choose one day off where I just don't leave the house, but I rarely have days off where I don't have a plan. So today's the day. I get to do a lovely plan where I go and see loads of characters in Ikone. But because of the times that I can do things, the times that people do and don't show up, definitely am not live streaming it. Too much work. Yeah, I'm gonna combine that as my walk. I'll have to sit on the train for a bit first, but also the train on a sunny day is so nice. So I'll be doing both. And also I've been actively trying to walk more because this body is retaining weight like nobody's business. So I'm trying to look after myself. I've even done yoga 4 times this week for a total of an hour and a half, when I haven't done it for absolutely months. So, trying to be good to my little body. So, the deal is with anything you need to do or want to do for yourself is don't chuck yourself at doing all of it in one go. So what I started doing was I know it might be difficult where some people live, but for me in Japan, I'm safe here. So after work, I started going for a walk for about 15 or 20 minutes, and it's really helped. It's helped me get 15 or 20 minute walks wherever I can, because the problem is I live right next to the train station, and normally I don't, unless it's socially, I don't walk unless I need to walk to somewhere. So I just haven't needed to do it. This is probably going to be a very beautiful piece. Corinne isn't here, but she'll be glad that I'm drawing it. But all of the perspectives have come out very well, so maybe Sunday mornings suit me. Maybe. There we go. I've got another really good boat picture, but I don't think it fits one of the prompts, unfortunately. Let's have a little look. I've got a good boat picture. I've saved lots of pictures I want for this, but yeah. Inktober, isn't that a good picture? That was a Kendal day. Ah, yeah, it could be for shallow. Could be for shallow. Yeah, I might do that. Shallow might also be noodles, but I don't know how much people would want that. But I'll have to think about it. Okay, going in with the pen now. Etchr paper, Rotaring pen. Somehow there's still ink in this after 20 days of drawing. That's amazing, I think. Yeah, the boat's great inspiration with me. I think I'm trying to think about the overall set. So I'll see. going to get inking. If you've got any questions for me, feel free to ask them. You can probably hear I'm a little bit husky. This is my morning. Food is yet uneaten. Teeth are yet unbrushed. But I'm excited to draw the little chains on these. What did you have for dinner? I love knowing what people ate for dinner. I love knowing the answers to really simple questions. Like, what did you have for dinner? What's your favourite colour? Where's your favourite place? What's your favourite TV show? You know, I feel like they make up a part of a person's personality. I like that. There we go, anchor is down. Ooh, I like that. Pork loin, sweet potatoes and carrots. Yeah, maybe it is my natural curiosity. I think I've got to get the chains in for this first because of the way they're drawn. The way that's not a pun. One of the biggest trials in sitting down and drawing so much for so long is trying to keep a good posture, and it's really hard if you don't have a proper chair. I just have like a really basic dining chair. Okay, the first of the namesake is in. It's a chain and it looks good. Yeah, this is it's pigment ink, so it's permanent. And on this paper, this is Etchr paper, it's cotton paper. So it's, or at least 50% cotton, 100% cotton, which means it's vegan, if that's of interest to anybody. So it soaks immediately into it and it isn't smudging. I've had, in 20 drawings, I've had one occurrence of a bit of a smudge. It might not have been while I was using this pen, to be honest. So it's pretty amazing. But it's not just the pen. It's the paper that's helped it get there. Okay, I've developed this little technique here for doing the chains. I've done all of the sideways ones, and then I'm going to add in the rounded ones. Yeah, it's lovely ink. I can't believe it was locked away in storage for so long. Go see how the other pens are doing later. In their doctor's surgery in the kitchen. That isn't a kitchen. Oh, these little chains look so nice. Yay! They look really cool in there. I know for some reason the quality just isn't great. I don't know if that's just me visually looking at it that it's not that great, or if everyone's screens is the same, but yes, they do look very nice. I'll go down to this area in on Sunday next week. Okay, we got it. Okay, one bit hasn't really turned out correctly, but that's fine. Okay. And the same on this side, but I guess a little smaller. Ah, watching your live was so blurry for me. Then my friend was frustrating for me because it was so blurry. But then my friend told me I was streaming in low res. Once I switched completely different, it's so nice now. Oh, really? So can you see it clearly, or is it still a bit blurry for you? Because it's all down to our own internet usage as well, you know. So if we want the lower internet usage, we have to have it streamed at a lower quality, but maybe the receiving rate can be totally different. For example, if people are watching YouTube out and about, they probably don't want their data used up very quickly. But if they're at home, they're happy to have it however they like. Ah, second highest. Yeah, because you want it to have some kind of smoothness as well, right? And then, of course, if anyone has me on Instagram, they can go and see the full resolution. Well, not really full resolution, but you can see much more detail in the pictures there. Rebecca, can I ask, how did you find out the live stream was happening today? I put a post on Facebook about 9 hours ago, and then nobody was in the stream for the first 5 minutes, so I just put out another post. Did you see those, or did you see a YouTube notification? Okay. Oh, nice. Unlimited data. Mine is allegedly, but it stops being fast after 7 gigs. Specifically looked at you. I was in the stream at 7 my time, but you weren't there yet. Connected after. I was only 2 minutes late today. So, not sure if that relates. That's mostly because I hadn't found a picture. I showed up in your subscription list. Does that mean I can be subscribed to now? I was only 30 or so hours away from hitting that goal. Ah, or do you just mean like general subscription? As in like, is live now? This is a bit tricky, this thing I've got to do now. Ah, give a premium in YouTube. Don't know if that makes any difference. I don't know. I'll look into it. I've got some kind of tricky maneuvers to do now on this, I think. And some little details I didn't draw in. They're quite annoying details, actually. Don't have to draw them in, but I will. I say you don't have to draw them in because you've got the artistic license. Whoever you are, deciding to do the drawing. There we go, it looks a bit weird, but they're in there. Invaluable, isn't it? That artistic license, yeah. Decided this pen has got to run out of its ink flow soon, but there's not really a sign of it. Okay, 30 minutes in, and my other live stream is 30 minutes after. I'm turning this to its side in probably quite an annoying way, but I gotta do some more straight lines, and if you've got to do straight lines, you've got to find the direction of paper that works best for you. Because they won't all if this was a bigger piece and if someone had paid for it, I would be much more inclined to use a ruler. But it's quite small, faffy. On a live stream makes a difference as well. And I can't be bothered. There's some interesting shapes along here. I'm not doing them in the right location really, but they're going in. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay. I'm climbing on a night bus next week and taking some to my friends, 2 girls, to Fuji-Q Highland. We've got to drop through Tokyo, only literally to go and get another bus, so just less than an hour, and then go to Fuji-Q Highland. So we're hoping it's all autumnal and lovely, and we can see Mount Fuji. But also these girls, yeah, they like thrill-seeking roller coasters. I'm very excited. Very excited not to go with babies. I'm only half joking, don't worry if you're a theme park baby. Okay, some details are coming in. They're looking pretty good. Much easier that way. I do it when I'm painting on pottery as well. Very cool. I wish you all the luck. What was the luck for? I can't remember, sorry. Maybe it was getting through the next 30 minutes to be able to go on to the next live stream. You like coasters unless they're corkscrew? Well, one of them has the most spins. It was once a record holder. I don't know if it is anymore, probably not. But the most spins going, it's called Etchr. Trying to do some tiny details, so I'll focus down here a little more. And I got a big chain to come over this way. I need it to look kind of bigger and then go smaller to show the distance. Hi Lisa, only two of us watching, yourself and I'm Rebecca here. Maybe Sarah might be there in the distance somewhere. We've got a pretty good one for chains. And I'm doing another one directly after. But this is Otsu next to the Michigan boat. Michigan is twinned with Shiga, so sister cities. And Otsu has the nice big boat you can go on, which I've never been on, but maybe I'm meant to go on that before I leave Shiga this year. Okay. I knew this anchor picture would be nice. It's coming out very nicely. Here's ones you might have missed the other day, Lisa. This was yesterday's snowy one. And then the day before was Tanuki, Plump. And then the cherry blossoms with my pike, but they need more detail when it comes to painted. Oh, that's very kind of you. I don't think I am really. Rebecca here says, you're so good at perspective, it's not my strength. I don't know if I am. What I think I'm good at, which might help you, is I think I'm good at breaking down the picture, making it more bite-sized in the areas that I will draw, you know. So I wonder if that will help you, because I think that's what helps my perspective look all right, but I can see a lot of mistakes in it often. But also, yeah, practice. And it's one of those really annoying bits, isn't it? You know, do I have to practice that? Don't practice it in a forced way. I never did. Practice it like, just do things that have the thing, and you'll find yourself inherently learning it. I think. I hope that helps. My lovely bike, yeah. Thanks. The snowy houses. I think this is going to come together really nice when it's painted. A lot of that will be left white. But this, I want to make it look kind of really blurry. I'm quite excited to paint all of these, and I've got some really lovely brushes and paints, so put it all together. Lisa, you might be very interested to hear that I haven't been to the opticians because I've been in communication with the optician in the UK. I went to that opticians when I was there, and they said there's nothing wrong with my eyes. So when I came back to Japan, I've had problems. It was difficult, right? But yesterday, basically my optician said, go to the optician in Japan when you've got the problem, which is really problematic because either I'm on my way to work or I'm on my way to a Japanese lesson. And also you can only go to that optician between 9 and noon. And then I go to work after that anyway. But one, I can't wake up that early to go in the wrong direction. That's not practical. And then I've got to wake up. I've got to kind of plan to do it before I go to bed if I'm going to do it. And then I can't wake up with a bad eye indefinitely. So it's just a pain in the bottom. So I took myself to the pharmacy yesterday and I thought, what if these kind of things are available for allergies and other things? And what my optician said was use single-use eye drops because they're preservative free and they'll be much better for my eyes, because I was finding that Japanese eye drops were just killing my eyes. So I haven't been using them for months, don't worry. And I found some yesterday, and they were cheaper than the ones in the UK, and they seem to have worked really nicely. They're not doing anything to my eyes other than lubricating them, because whatever started to happen is started to cause dryness, although that was not the problem to start with. And I also found these eye masks that last for 20 minutes, and they warm up. And I had that on with some meditation while I went to sleep. Well, it was a story on Calm, and it was so nice. And it has chamomile flavour. You could get lavender, chamomile. I just thought chamomile would be more mild. And it was. It was so nice. Yeah, and altogether kind of a bit of money, but overall, I think, considering the price of what we can generally pay for medical things in Japan, I think it was a very good price. That might be a boring report to give you, but there you go. Also, Lisa, I'm planning to write back to you because I've had 2 lovely letters from you and your children. I've not yet written back, so I think today's the day. But I'm sure you can understand with 31 almost an hour long live streams, it's a bit tricky. And I know that in a way it's part of your curriculum. I haven't played games in 3 weeks because of Inktober. I've literally sacrificed playing any games in this, and I really wanted to go on Animal Crossing and make a whole new town again and then play with you. Right, this has got they've got some interesting patterns in the ground here. Do kind of a fuzzy looking outline to make it look a bit like there are what's it called, pebbles, bricks. This one's taking quite a while, isn't it? But if someone's here with me on this live stream, they won't be so surprised about the other one being late, and it'll be you guys. I am so busy. Oh, well, I think you're doing it very well. Okay, look forward to seeing you again later, so thank you. Sorry it's not very photogenic seeing me do the same picture for ages. I know you like to take screenshots and share them online. And thank you very much for doing such a thing. One of the ways in which I'm so busy is I've basically swapped my ego time for being social with people that are here. For a long time, we didn't have any new teachers come to Nova here. But now we're quite inundated with new teachers all the time. One reason is because the company is so black, which means they're not a good company to work for, that all of our other teachers keep leaving. So they have to get new teachers in. But yeah, it's been nice making some. I've gained some lovely friends online, like yourselves. And it's nice to show people around Japan. I feel like it's a little bit of my duty, seeing as I'm so knowledgeable about Shiga. I feel like I'm meant to teach all the newbies all about the area, hit them up with all the great festival spots and stuff before I leave. So I've been making sure I do that, and they've been making sure they utilize the Kendal before she's in Osaka. Of course, we can still be in connection, but yeah, that's what's going on. Now, this one is quite interesting. I've literally done no shading yet. Tiny bit in there. Almost want to do some just under here. you know, the cross-hatched shading I've been doing to kind of tie these pieces together. Now, a lot of these can be shaded. I don't think I'm going to go for all of them because someone gets to paint them, me, and then whoever else wants to paint in colour these pieces can paint in colour these pieces. So there we go, because you'll be able to download them and you'll be able to buy some of them as well, but they'll be pre-coloured if you choose to buy any of them. Have you thought about that, Rebecca? If you said you wanted to buy one, are you worried it'll change entirely when it's not a pen drawing? Because I was planning on colouring them. Oh, thanks. She says I'm a great guide. I love showing people around. Trying to create perspective. You see, the best way to do that is to just remember everything's smaller in the background, right? Ooh, yeah, me too. I'm excited to see the colours of the koi. Right, there's a kind of bridge over here. It's a bit of a funny looking one. But it's got to go in. Oh, I guess you trust me as well. Not to totally ruin my artwork. Okay, bridge in the background. I think I'll leave it blank so that it can be coloured by paint. Hello everybody that has seemed to have cropped in to watch. Welcome. We are doing chains of day 21 of Inktober. Chain's going to get real small down over here. I'll link it all together in a minute. I might be a bit late going on to my next Inktober, but you know where I am. You know what? I think I could even change the start time of the next one. Just in case anyone was coming to that one. Trying to get the detail in the chains looking nice. A bit difficult to do so much detail. And then still trying to convey perspective, so I'm going to try and do them much smaller as I back away from where they are right now. Yeah, success. I'm calling that success. And then these ones are not even going to be detailed at all. They're just going to be little bubbles, basically. And the bubbles will become dots for these ones here. There we go. So tiny, yeah. Let's thank the pen. The pen has saved it. Pen is the champion here. And that is why I'm not using something like this. This is a fine liner pen that you just buy, and it's basically, it doesn't look like it, but the tip is felt. So it can change, the pen weight can change quite dramatically, but a lot of people don't realize that. And their drawings look nice, but they're not as consistent as they could be. So that's what's helping it. Okay, looks like enough details are coming in there. I'm just going to hint of some details in here. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. You can use dots for things in the distance, so they things seem much further away. Your eye kind of fills in the rest of the magic of it all. I would normally add quite a lot more black to this, but I think I'm not doing it because I think it looks nice without, but I might fill in this bridge bit. Sorry then anyone who's here watching, getting ready for my next one in 8 minutes. Wait, 6 minutes. Sorry, I'm not there yet. Almost though. Make that go out just a little bit more. Sometimes the black is important because it adds some depth to even the line drawing. Okay, and then a little bit over here. Stronger black if I just go backwards and forwards there. I squeeze glaze out of a tube for pottery. It's really hard to keep consistent lines. Yeah, really difficult. And I've done that before as well. It doesn't need it if you're going to add water, right? What was the it? Please remind me of what I just said. Black, if you were going to say black. Yeah, the water's going in there, but I'm probably not drawing in the water. I'll let the water be drawn in by anybody who colours theirs. Ooh, just spotted the little Mount Fuji of Shiga in the background over there. How nice. We call it Omi Fuji. There's lots of tiny bits of mountains back here. There we go. Mountains are in. I don't need more black, yeah, because I can paint it in. But I'm trying to make it easier for people who want to get this as a kind of colouring book and paint it in too, because they might accidentally paint over the wrong thing if there's not a little bit of differentiation between some of the areas. And this building in the background, I just realised, is the Prince Hotel. The most famous hotel you can come and stay in overlooking Lake Biwa. So there's some really cool, you can't really see, but there's some really cool little landmarks in this. I will probably do some videos to go with each of these, you know. Right, let's get the Michigan in there. And then some hints of where some clouds are, but then I'll just leave it so that it can be painted in that way. There's actually reflections here, so I'm going to hint at the hint at that being reflections because it will help someone know how to colour it, I think. Okay, it's one level. I can do some more dark details inside this little Michigan boat. It's got lights on, so leave a little area that means you can add little lights. While I'm drawing, I'm trying to think about how it might feel to colour parts of these in. Anyway, it doesn't need every tiny little detail going. There we go. And some little cloudies. Clouds are in a little bit of a different place. It's in from the photograph to the picture I've created, but that's absolutely fine. And it looks pretty moody and stormy in the background over there. Okay, I'm calling it. Oh, no, I'm not. Tiny, tiny bit of mountain. Essential. There we are. Gonna erase what I can and then draw the border. Yeah, that walkway really took some. 1 second. I think the walkway might benefit from a little bit of extra colour that I've been doing on some of them. A little bit of extra black. Right, some of these pens are just not really working anymore. Here. The pen has actually stopped working properly unless I push down really hard, but it stopped working in a way that's quite effective, especially for something stony. Okay, I think that adds a tiny bit more depth. I hope you agree. Do you see what I mean? Tiny little bit of depth there. Not looking very neat in that bit though. It's really important because I'm going to use watercolour after. All the pen I use has to be pigment ink, which will not run with water on it. Okay, there we go. Running into the next one. Hope you don't mind too much. I'm sure anyone who wanted to see me on a live stream is probably on this one. So thank you all very much for coming. I'm just going to add the border and write my name somewhere. And write 2-3 for 2023. This one took quite a while. I can't remember what one I'm doing for the next one. What was it? I can't remember. I'm just going to grab a drink of water after I've done this. But if you want to see what else I make, please do have a look at linktr.ee/Miss Kendal James. You can see some things. And if you fancy supporting me, I haven't had a tip in about a week. So please do consider either buying the Inktober book on my Etsy shop, or you can go over to buy me a coffee and leave a little tip there. I would love that. And it's Miss Kendal James on both of those. You can find links in this description. But if not, just give me a like, a share, and all those thingies, and we'll see where that gets these videos. Because you never know how much you could help a creative with simple little things like that these days. This is how I'm tying in all of my pieces. I'm adding a black outline to the outside border, and it is bringing them together really nicely, making them all look like they're part of a set. I'm not being too careful about where that happens, so they might be a slightly different width on some of them, but I think, you know, it adds to the whole handmadeness. And I hope it's given you an idea of how you might make your pieces, no matter how different they look, kind of work together anyway. Ooh, that was very close to the edge. I'm just going to add candle. Thank you. Where should I put the candle? Ah, there's meant to be a fluffy over here. I forgot. It's a scraggly fluffy. I don't know if everyone will think it's a good idea, but I quite like it. Of course I do. And it's got a kind of seagrassy like look about it, I think. Okay, it's in there, seagrassing in the corner. I can't really see where I can fit my name in this one. In the mountain? Sideways? Sideways. Sideways works. A little 2 and a 3 down on this side. Okay, and this one was chains, day number 21, chains. I hope you like it. Sorry I'm late for the other one. Here we go. I think it looks nice. Add it to the collection. See you later. See you. Just give me a couple minutes to just clean the little eraser bits and then grab a water. I'll be right with you on the second one, okay? Thank you, everybody. Thanks.